Hey, happy Homebrew Wednesday everybody. Nathan McKenzie here again. Just a late one for me tonight. My Homebrew Wednesday is probably going to end up coming on a Thursday. It's a bit late here on Wednesday, but I only, had a lot of shit on, you know how it is. Alrighty ho. So, let's give you a wee update what's been going on. My Sjporr beer, my stout, has fermented out now. So she's ready to bottle up, but I'm going to give it 2 days yet, 2 days longer, because I've got to add some goodness to it. What I've got to add there is a little concoction, because it's a coffee stout is what I'm doing. So I've got my espresso coffee here, 4 shots out of my espresso machine, mixed with some other little ingredients here which I think will lend well to the style, lend well to the coffee stout, I should say. So we'll see how that goes. We'll see how that goes. That is an experiment. These 2 extra ingredients in the coffee that I've added is a bit of an experiment, but I don't think it'll hurt. Let's put it that way. I think if it works out, it will add to the beer. If it doesn't work out, I don't think it'll matter in the slightest. Let's hope it doesn't anyway. So, on that, with the beer fermenting out, okay, I had a higher than normal efficiency because I used a chili bean mash tun, and I sparged for the first time with this brew. So my efficiency was way up. If my memory serves me right, 1.08, where the last time I did this brew with exactly the same, I got a 1.060. So huge improvement on efficiency there. The recipe on Beersmith said I should get a 1.073. So even higher than that. So you can't. Yeah, you've got to be happy with that. It's the first time I've been way up in my efficiencies. Now, bearing that in mind, this beer is a lot stronger now than I anticipated. I was shooting for a 5.5% like it was last time. We're closer to 7% with this beer, with this stout. So, it's not going to be like the first one I did, which I really enjoyed. This is going to be different. It should be better. You'd think so. But, well, what I'll do is I've got a little sample out of the fermenter there. See the nice... So this is a bit of a horrible dish to show you. But she's got a lovely black, as you would think, a stout. Nice sort of viscous there in the bowl. Now, it smells beautiful. It really does. As a stout should smell. This is before the coffee. Yeah, that's a nice tasting stout. Strong stout. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. I'm not going to lie. I think once I had the coffee and the other we leave for a couple of days, bottling day's Friday, that's going to be great. It's going to be great. So, game on. Right, anyway, what else have I got to talk about today? I'll be brewing in the weekend again. I'm going to be brewing a... Now, hopefully I get this name right. I'm a shocker with weird sounding names. It's not that weird, but it's a Pilsner that I'll be brewing in the weekend, and it's a Pilsner, Czechoslovakian Pilsner, a Pilsner Urquell, I think is the way you say it. Please correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's how you say it. This is the second time for me to brew this Pilsner. That was my first all-grain batch, was this Pilsner recipe, which I got from Craft Brewing, and I got it from them again second time round. Excellent recipe. It was an excellent Pilsner. For my first all grain, I was hooked on all grain after that. To be honest, I really was. So I'm doing it again. This is my second time round on this recipe. And I'll be using the mash tun again, the chili bin. So it's going to be really interesting how different this beer is, because to be honest, the first time I did it, I was down to the beer, but I was on the beer basic equipment. I was trying to boil my big pot on my barbecue. It was a bit of a, I had to pull it all inside. It was a nightmare of a brew day. I had to pull it all inside and get it to the boil on the range in the kitchen, and add all the hops and everything. I started my brew day at about 7:30 at night, and I think I was pitching my yeast. Oh, it might have even been 7 the next morning. It was a real long brew day. It was my first all grain one, and I still carry it on. So this is, I'm going to be really interested to see how this one turns out and how this one tastes. Yeah, and I'll be putting this one straight into my shiny brand new keg, which hasn't arrived yet, but should be here tomorrow. So there's no hurry for it anyway, because I'm only brewing this beer up on Friday. So I'm using the same liquid yeast again to the Czechoslovakian strain from Y yeast. Last time I fermented at 10 degrees, which I'll do the same, and by memory serves me well, it took about 3 weeks to ferment out. Another big learning curve. The first time I brewed this, I didn't do a yeast starter either. I just bunged it in, and it took about 6 days for it to kick off and start bubbling. So I'll be making a yeast starter this time. I believe I'll be making about a 4.5 litre yeast starter for this one. So because I'm fermenting at so low temperatures, you need a big yeast count for a lager. So yeah. So that's all that's happening really. So I don't want to take up too much of your time, guys. Oh, a quick Grant, Dean, and Adrian. I still haven't sent those beers, but they're coming. They're coming on the way. I'll probably get them sent away tomorrow. So sorry, guys. It will be sent. But with this beer, the longer you leave it, the better it gets. So hey, I'm doing you a favour. It's going to be even better once it gets to you. Right. Well, that's about it. That's all for me now. So you guys have a good Homebrew Wednesday, and I look forward to videos. And I'll see you all next week. Cheers, guys. See you later. Bye bye. Oh, another thing before I go, I will be doing footage of my brew day on the Saturday night, and scary, it's going to be a sober one. So we'll see if we can get some quality footage. Alright guys, catch you later. Bye bye.